Hey everyone, welcome to another scrapbooking process video with mixed media. And what I'm working on the screen right now is just on a piece of regular cardstock. I'm just putting down some watercolor there in pink and in gray. And I'm actually going to put all of the products that I use for this video in the comments at the bottom of the video so that you can just look there after and check out all of this stuff so that you aren't listening to me list off a zillion things as we're going through. So this is a little bit of a comedy of errors, this video. I do a lot of things wrong, and I think that the layout looks nice when it's done, but not without lots of mistakes. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting some paint, some acrylic paints down with my palette knife. And the top one is a really pale pink, and then the one below it is obviously it's a shiny silver. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to include a picture of the inspiration that I used for this layout, which was actually a picture of a pillow on Pinterest that I just thought was really pretty, and it definitely suggested this layout to me. So now I'm going to put some glossy gel medium on there, and I'm serious about it because I put a lot on there. And this is just the first error that I make in this video with gel medium. So now I'm just going to take some glitter, and I'm actually going to get a lot of glitter on here, and everything gets covered with glitter, which is fun. And I think I show you at one point my hand and how my hand is covered with glitter, and it actually takes quite a while to get all of that glitter cleaned up on and off the camera afterwards. So I'm just going to dry up that gel medium. I really like the gel medium because it adds a little bit of thickness to the layout, and it's glossy. The gel medium I used is a glossy gel medium, so it actually is really pretty and shiny, and it looks nice with the glitter. And of course it makes the glitter, if you've used gel medium before, you know it's really sticky, and the glitter obviously sticks nicely to that. So that's the part of the background. And I'm just gonna clean up some of my disaster there. It actually takes me a long time after this video to get all of the gel medium off my craft mat, which is kind of funny. And you can see that I've really stained up my craft mat with some Encore sparkly silver ink from an ink pad. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm taking the Wilna Furstenberg color theory class through Studio Calico, and one of the things that she taught us in the first lesson was impasto, I think it is, and so mixing that gel medium with acrylic paint. And this is one of Wilna's cut files that I bought off of her iHeartStudio site. And what I forgot was that I needed to cut it in either mixed media paper or watercolor paper. And I forgot that I had actually cut this out originally for a different layout, and it's just cardstock. And I am just going to absolutely load it up with paint and gel medium. And we'll see how that does not work out. So this is what not to do. And now I'm just going to mix. I'm going to put even more stuff on there. So you can already predict what's going to happen with that cut file. It's just absolutely going to disintegrate. And when I go to try to pick it up off of there, well, it just doesn't work out very well. So we'll see me now just trying to pick that up. And well, it's not looking like the one that Wilna did. Let's just say that. And it's just really brutal, so that actually is going to go in the garbage. What's funny about that is I actually thought at one point that had gone in the garbage when I was cleaning up all of the glitter, but it turns out it actually was just on my craft table. So but now I've destroyed it anyways by putting way too much stuff on it. So now I'm just chucking that in the garbage, and now I'm going to attempt to clean up this gel medium, which is on there so thick that it's just crazy. I learned a lesson in this video and on this project about what to do with the gel medium and what not to do. So I'm just going to pick up my mat, and I'm just going to go throw that in the sink and let it wait for me for later. So this is the paper that I did before, and it is just on white cardstock. And so the one that I just showed you is, I just did it for the camera so that you could see what I did there. And you can see how I got a lot less glitter on the first one that I did. So I kind of went crazy with the glitter on that second one. So this is another one of Wilna's cut files. It's called Daisy, I believe. And it's one that we got as a download as part of the Studio Calico Color Theory class. And I'm just going to stick that down. I couldn't really decide at first which way I wanted it to go, and I don't know if I actually ended up putting it there. And I had a lot of trouble getting it to stick down. But I did cut this out on my silhouette using mixed media paper. I find that for the really intricate cuts of Wilna's, it's really important to use a heavier paper because the cardstock just kind of seems to disintegrate. I see I'm out of frame there a little bit. Oh, there, that's better. And I did really have a hard time sticking this down onto that glitter. And later on, you'll see me use a glue gun a little bit on it, which, yeah, it just works a lot better just because of all the stuff I've got in the background there. And I just stuck that white paper just to some pink cardstock, which goes along with the embellishments I'm going to use here. So I've been scrapbooking a series of my daughter's grad pictures. She graduated from high school 3 years ago, and I still don't have all of her pictures scrapbooked. So I'm just kind of doing a series for 12 by 12 albums. So if you've been watching these videos and you're wondering, doesn't she have any other pictures? I do, but I'd really like to get this series done of my daughter from her grad. So I just printed this one out in black and white because I thought it would look nice with the pink and the grays. And then I'm just going to take that wooden frame. And what I did with the wooden frame is I actually painted it with white acrylic paint, and then put just sort of like a little, almost a wash of the pink acrylic paint in bits and pieces over it. And now I'm just kind of trying to decide, because I wrecked that cut file that I should have just painted straight up with acrylic paint, but anyway, I wrecked it with that gel. So now I'm trying to decide, what am I going to do for my title on here? And I get out a whole bunch of ephemera pieces that I had chosen earlier, and I'm just going to try to sort out what to do with them. I am really struggling to use up that Kiss Kiss chipboard sheet that we got in our hip kit. I think I'm probably just going to chuck it into my stash because I've used quite a bit of it, but I just can't seem to get it all used up. And I think I could. It's just that I've been working on a variety of different things, different projects, and it just hasn't worked out yet. So I'm really anxious to get into my February kit. So I think I might just stash that piece, and we'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. It depends on what pictures I decide I'm gonna scrap next, I guess. So I'm just gonna take some glue, hot glue, and I'm gonna put that wood frame down. The hot glue does it, I find, really work the best for putting those wood pieces down, those really heavy ones. And so I'm just going to stick that on top of that picture. I mounted that picture on some white cardstock just to back it, because I always worry about using, I'm not really sure if some of the products are acid and lignin free and that sort of thing, so I just wanted a buffer between the photograph and the background. And I'm just gonna mess around there with the embellishments. So that silver heart that you can see there, I actually what I did, that was one of the Heidi Swap resist pieces we'd gotten in our kit, and that's where I used the silver Encore pad, and I got a lot of it on my mat which is now really stained. So just a little hint, if you don't want your beautiful Heidi Swap craft mat to be stained, don't use the Encore ink on it. So I decided to pull out those Amy Tangerine Cal Barteschi thickers. They're so pretty. And actually, as it turned out, I had one on some wax paper in the package already, and actually I changed that up. I add some things off camera that you can see in the still shots. I end up using Love It as my title, because when I journal on there, I just write to Bailey and tell her to love the pursuit of what she's doing and that sort of thing. So she's in nursing school, and she does really love it, I feel. And just a reminder that time goes too quickly, and I just love what you do. So I am going to be putting a little bit of mist on there. I'm just gonna splatter that on there and on the corners, and think I'm really close to being done. Although, like I said, I did add a few embellishments off camera after I did the journaling on here. So I did speed this video up quite a bit because it actually took me 35 minutes, if not longer. I think that's low. I think it was even more than that. And that was sort of having a plan and knowing what I was going to do. So I mean, if I did this all on camera, the trying to sort things out and that kind of thing, it would just be, I don't even know, a long time. Anyway, so I'm just kind of drying up that color shine there, and gonna add a little bit more hot glue to a few little bits and pieces, and I'm almost done here. So if you haven't registered for my giveaway yet, my 100 subscribers giveaway, make sure you do that. It's on my video before this video on my YouTube channel, and I would love to have you enter the contest. And that's about it. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.